Joan Rivers was never afraid to say what others wouldn't dare. Whether she was on stage, on TV, or just walking down the street, her words cut through the noise like a knife. She could roast a celebrity, make fun of herself, and still leave everyone laughing. That was Joan, fearless, funny, and sharp as ever. But behind the laughter, there was also truth. Joan said things that others only whispered about, and that's what made her one of a kind. She didn't care who she offended. In her mind, honesty came before everything else. That honesty made her loved by millions, but it also made her enemies. Joan built her career on boldness. In the 1960s, when comedy was mostly a man's world, she stepped on stage and demanded to be heard. She didn't wait for permission, she took it. She talked about things women weren't supposed to talk about: marriage, plastic surgery, fame, heartbreak. She made people laugh, but she also made them think. Every punchline had a little truth behind it, and she used humor to survive in an industry that often tried to silence her. Through the decades, Joan never lost her spark. From The Tonight Show with Johnny Carson to Fashion Police on E! Network, she stayed relevant, loud, and unapologetically herself. Even when her jokes stirred controversy, she stood by them. "Comedy," she once said, "is how we survive the dark stuff." That line sums up her entire life. She laughed through everything. But in 2014, something tragic happened that no one saw coming. Joan went in for a routine throat procedure, something she had done before without any issues. It was supposed to be simple, quick, and safe. But she never woke up. The news spread like wildfire. Joan Rivers, the woman who seemed unstoppable, was gone at 81 years old. Fans all over the world were shocked. How could someone so full of energy, someone who had been performing just days before, be gone so suddenly? Her daughter, Melissa Rivers, was devastated. She released a heartbreaking statement saying, "My mother's greatest joy in life was to make people laugh. Although that's difficult to do right now, I know her spirit will never leave us." The official report said Joan had gone into cardiac arrest after her oxygen supply dropped during the procedure. Doctors tried everything, but it was too late. Questions quickly followed. People wanted to know, how could this happen in a modern clinic? Why weren't there proper safety measures? Investigations later revealed that the clinic had made several mistakes. There were reports that staff took selfies during the operation, that anesthesia was mismanaged, and that critical signs were missed. The more people learned, the more painful it became. Joan had trusted those doctors with her life, and something had gone terribly wrong. Melissa Rivers later filed a lawsuit against the clinic, saying what happened to her mother was outrageous and preventable. She wasn't looking for revenge, she wanted justice and accountability, not just for her mom, but for everyone who puts their trust in medical professionals. Even in death, Joan's story didn't fade away quietly. Rumors started swirling online, strange, wild stories that turned her passing into something darker. Some people claimed there was more to it, that it wasn't just a medical error. But the truth is simpler and sadder. It was a tragedy, one that could have been prevented with proper care. What's important to remember is not how Joan died, but how she lived. She never played it safe. She turned pain into laughter and used comedy to challenge everything from Hollywood's double standards to society's obsession with perfection. Joan's humor wasn't cruel, it was her way of facing a harsh world with courage. She once said, "I succeed because I will not quit." That was her philosophy in everything: her career, her personal struggles, even her recovery after being blacklisted in the entertainment industry. When Johnny Carson cut ties with her after she started her own late-night show, most people thought her career was over. But Joan fought back. She reinvented herself again and again, proving that resilience could outlast rejection. And let's not forget her bond with her daughter, Melissa. They weren't just family, they were a team. From red carpet interviews to reality shows, they worked side by side. Their relationship showed a softer, more personal side of Joan, the loving mother beneath the sharp-tongued comedian. After her passing, tributes poured in from across the world. Celebrities, comedians, and fans shared stories of how Joan inspired them. They talked about her generosity, her discipline, and her unstoppable drive. Even those who once clashed with her admitted that she had paved the way for women in comedy. Without Joan, there would be no Ellen DeGeneres, no Amy Schumer, no Tiffany Haddish. She broke down the walls so others could walk through them. Today, her influence is still everywhere. You can see it in the fearless humor of younger comedians, in how women speak their minds on stage and online. Joan's voice echoes every time someone dares to make a joke that's raw, real, and honest. Yes, she was controversial. Yes, she sometimes went too far. But that's what made her Joan Rivers. She believed comedy should push limits, not hide behind politeness. She believed laughter could heal even the deepest wounds. In the end, Joan Rivers wasn't just a comedian. She was a force of nature. She taught us that you can be bold, funny, and flawed all at once. That you can fall, rise again, and still make people laugh through your tears. Her life was a reminder that truth and humor can coexist, even when the truth hurts. Joan's legacy lives on, not just in the jokes she told, but in the courage she showed. She gave the world permission to laugh and to keep laughing, even when life doesn't go as planned. So, when we think about Joan Rivers today, we shouldn't focus on the gossip or the rumors. We should remember the laughter, the brilliance, and the fire that never went out. She didn't just entertain us, she empowered us. Joan once joked, "I don't want to be remembered as the woman who died during surgery. I want to be remembered as the woman who made people laugh until they cried." And that's exactly how she should be remembered, as a legend who spoke her truth, lived without fear, and made the whole world laugh along the way.